All right, Craig, you just saw it. The Penguins embarrassed at home by their biggest rival. Jake Guentzel is now on his way to Carolina. Overall, just a really tough, bad time right now in Pittsburgh for Kyle Dubas and the Pens, isn't it?
It is, but now how are you going to make moves that are going to help your team move forward? Clearly, the Pittsburgh Penguins have to look at getting younger, whether that be through prospects, draft picks. That is the mandate for Kyle Dubas. It's the mandate that he knows is facing him. And now Jake Guentzel moving out of Pittsburgh to the Carolina Hurricanes is the first domino that falls. For the Carolina Hurricanes, this is a significant move. I know I'm stating the obvious. This is a player that has always shown an ability to play in the most important games. In the playoffs, the ice shrinks. Your time diminishes with respect to being able to make plays. And you now see a player that's been able to manage through all that and be very productive. And people say, oh, well, he's played with Sidney Crosby. There's a superstar in Carolina by the name of Sebastian Aho. I like Jake Guentzel's chances to go in there and fit seamlessly. Power play. They play a quick up-tempo game. Jake Guentzel's capable of doing that. You know, he's had a month off with the injury. Hopefully they get him back. It looks like he's very close to coming back. Big-time move for the Carolina Hurricanes. It pushes them, who are already a really serious contender for the Cup, makes them that much better. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, a necessary move. I don't think that the writing on the wall became clearer with this loss at home to the Washington Capitals. It just made it it emphasized the importance that this is one step. And for Kyle Dubas, with 3 o'clock Eastern time on Friday, anybody that phones that's offering prospects or draft picks, you better be willing to listen and consider it. And
for Carolina, it feels like in the last couple of years, they've fallen 1 or 2 goals short, really, of winning a playoff series. And yeah, you're right, Guentzel could be the difference there. All right, so did you ever actually believe the Canucks were in on, making that move to acquire Guentzel, but then flipping Elias Lindholm elsewhere? Was that ever a possibility in your mind?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's something that when it was first presented, you're kind of going, oh, geez, that's interesting.
Right.
Because we haven't heard about something like that, or I'm not aware of hearing anything like that. But when you're looking at a situation, and keep in mind that the Vancouver Canucks know Jake Guentzel intimately, with Jim Rutherford, Patrick Alvin, and Rick Tocchet's connections to the Pittsburgh Penguins. So they know him. And so all of a sudden now he becomes part of the equation. So you start to consider maybe different situations where you could acquire him. And, somebody says, well, maybe Lindholm becomes part of it. And that's just part and parcel of what happens with trade discussions. People go, well, you just acquired Lindholm. Okay. I don't think anybody would argue that Jake Guentzel is better than Lindholm. So if you can upgrade there, and I keep talking about trying to upgrade, being bold, then that's the path you got to go on. So whether how far it got, I don't know. But this is what happens in trade discussions. And when you're looking at, wow, Jake Guentzel might be available, well, we better listen.
All right, Guentzel staying south of the border on to Carolina. Craig, you have to be back for Trade Center very early, so I'm going to let you go. Go get some sleep. If that's a thing at this time of the year, I'm not even sure. It's Trade Center, Canada's #1 trade deadline show. All the insiders and experts on set all day long, beginning at 8 Eastern on Friday, presented by Harvey's.